Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic. Today we are pitching another movie. We are pitching a movie for the Spider-Man franchise from Sony. Now, one of my other videos, we predicted who the 6 characters of the Sinister Six might be. You know, who are they setting up for this big, massive ensemble piece? Before we jump to that, I think it might make sense to have some of these characters show up before they do this big group. So we already have the Vulture in play. We already know a little bit about Scorpion, Shocker, but there's a couple characters that have never been on the big screen that I think would make a lot of sense here. So we're going to talk about Mysterio and Chameleon and what a Spider-Man movie would look like. In the first Spider-Man Homecoming movie, he fought against the Vulture and Shocker, and these characters that he could, chase after, and he could string up, and he could punch, and he could fight. But let's do something different and do something a little more mental. So we introduced the character of Mysterio, who in this world is a special effects guru for films or for plays. They could spin it so that it's, the high school theater department. They could do something to make it small scale and make sense for the high school setting. And maybe Mysterio is let go. There's some reason that he breaks bad, right? And now we have Spider-Man trying to protect people from things that he doesn't know if they're real, right? So we've got illusions, we've got tricks, we've got things that, he doesn't know what's going on. There are accidents, there's a fire that he goes to stop and it's not real. And now he's trying to question everything. So it breaks him on a mental level. And then we have the character Chameleon, who in this setting would be the secondary to Mysterio. That'd be a henchman. But this guy can look like anyone. We could pretend it's technology, we could say it's prosthetics, we could say it's whatever. And now we have this, wait, that's the Chameleon. All these twists, almost Mission Impossible style, it's me. And it's scary and it's like, who is it? Who is it? And all of this stuff is mental. He's not punching anything. And so I'd love to see a movie in this setting where it challenges Peter Parker on a different level. There's also the opportunity here, if we wanted to do a Mysterio that was darker, we could have him show things to Peter Parker that are pretty traumatic. In the comic books, Mysterio's illusions were so realistic that he actually forced Wolverine to kill the entire X-Men, which led to the Old Man Logan alternate timeline. So he could show Peter Parker, here's, your uncle dying again. We could see traumatic moments from his past, but instead of actually showing them in our timeline, we see flashbacks and we see things that he thinks these are real. They could be gruesome and dark, and they could really break Peter Parker. But now, for the sake of fight sequences, maybe we need someone that Spider-Man can punch. I think it might make sense to bring Mac Gargan, the Scorpion, back and have him be, at least a fight scene. Maybe it's the opening scene. There's the Scorpion, and we get whatever the MCU version of his suit is. We get that. Something else to build up that character so that when we get Sinister Six, we've got Gargan, we've got Mysterio, Chameleon, Shocker, Vulture, and maybe we bring in Doc Ock or whoever we think is the head of the Sinister Six. We bring them in, and then we get these 5 other villains that we already know. So I would love to see that movie. I'd love to see Mysterio done well. I'd love to see Chameleon. I'd love to see shocks and twists and tons of unpredictable action sequences that aren't just punching. So let me know down in the comments if you would like to see a Mysterio movie. Do you think this could work? Do you think this would set up Sinister Six? What do you think about this pitch? Share with your friends. Subscribe. Thanks for watching.